Today we have Joe on Bully Talk with Zed Pitts. Thank you for your time today.
Anytime, man.
First question. How long have you been involved with pit bulls?
I've been involved with pit bulls on and off my whole life, so about going on 23 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, from the time I was born up until now. I've been dealing with the bully breed going on 4.
4 years?
Yeah.
What made you want to get involved with the bully breed?
I had a red-nosed pit that I had adopted when I was around 17 or 18. She died at Pargo. I got her from a vet, not a vet, but a pound out in Prince William County, Virginia. The person that owned her prior to me couldn't keep her because she got shipped off. He got shipped off to Iraq, and he had her trained to the T. But the vet that the place I got her from, had a real bad problem with parvo, so she ended up catching it. I didn't know until later on that she had it, because I didn't know anything really about parvo. I knew what it was, I just didn't know signs of it. So, you know, long story short, she ended up saving my life right before I had to have it put down. And I just always wanted that companionship, that loyalty that she brought to the table. So she's my standard as far as temperament and behavior for my dogs.
Okay. Like, how did you, like you said, you got involved with the bully breed about 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
What was one of the bullies that really said, okay, this is what I want to get into now?
First dog I saw that just made me just be like, I want this dog, was Pokemon. He was a Remy son. Remy bred to, I believe his female name was Nyla, who was Monster G blood and Edge blood. I believe she was 50-50. Then I started trying to figure out who his father was and everything, who his father had produced and stuff like that. Then I found Soldier Boy. And I fell in love with tries. I've never seen a tri pit before, or a tri dog that looks like a pit before. So I was just sitting there like, wow, I have to get it. Then I found Sledgehammer, Cell Block, Aston Martin, you know, so I really just fell in love with Remy blood. And I like Remy, I love Remy just basically because he has that general essence still of the pit bull. He's just more of it. You know, he has more bone, more head, everything. He's a great, you know, he's a great foundation, in my opinion, to start any yard.
What was your process involved in getting your first bully?
Find something that looked like Remy, throw money at the person. That really was about, I didn't know nothing. I was, like I said, I was about 18, 19. When I started trying to find what I was looking for, and then I found a guy named Tino, who was named, he was actually in Remy Line. He was Remy Line the capital out in California. That's where I got my mail from. He's off from Mini Cooper and Estrella. I call him the Brickishaw. I got him, and then kind of was just like, that's not 100% what I was looking for. You know, I'm just looking at pictures of dogs, didn't actually take time to actually try to go out and feed the dogs or anything. So I'm thinking, all right, well, he's gonna grow. Didn't grow. So, but he's still a great dog. He has generally everything I'm looking for, just in a smaller frame. I personally like big dogs. Hence, pretty much all the dogs that I named were known as big dogs in the bully community. So now I'm focused on trying to get my breeding plan to produce the dog that I'm actually looking for. The foundation of that is actually Remy. And it's going to be off of a Remy daughter.
Okay. Speaking on that, you went outside of the area looking for your dog. What made you do that?
Well, I'm in DC. There's not really any dogs here. It's not really any dogs here. So no matter what, I would have to go outside of the area whether that's Maryland or Virginia, but typically when I look at stuff, I would say if I like a certain dog, you gotta go to where that dog is. So that dog that I like was Remy. He's in California. I gotta go to Cali for it.
Are you currently part of the Remy Line family?
Yes, I am. Technically, no, I'm not. I'm off doing my own ventures under my own name, but everything I do is still Remy Line, and I still have the utmost respect for everybody in Remy Line. And I would never change the fame that my dogs are not Remy Line dogs. I would call my dogs exactly what they are. Me and Remy Line, we have different point of views on different subjects, which doesn't change the fact that we still love and care for each other. We're still brothers and sisters, and that's just how we are. We're just all in different points in our breeding career or in our lives where we just feel like we need our own entity just so we can be ourselves. Remy Line gave me my start. I always consistently do. I give thanks to the people in Remy Line who taught me everything that I know today, which will be Faye, who started Remy Line, Noel from Ultimate Primes Pits, Irvin from Remy Line The Church, Chris from the Firm Foundation, Paul from Remy Line Exclusive. I can go on and on. I can pretty much name everybody in Remy Line because I know that they got 20 phone calls from me and spent 2 days asking questions. So, everybody in Remy Line has given me knowledge that I still go by today.
With that being said, do you just plan to be exclusively Remy Line, or do you plan to expand to like Gotti Line dogs, or
I'm adding
Razor Edge?
I'm adding Gotti, I'm adding Edge, I'm adding Gav, Kamali. I'm adding, certain looks and certain traits that I'm trying to grab, and just make it my own, but still keep that Remy essence.
Okay, that's good.
Because you can't just breed a certain, line breed a certain way and continuously believe you're going to get the same thing. You will still get certain traits because they're dominant traits, but you have to go eventually bring something new to the table so you can continue to line breed or continue to, won't breed yourself into a brick wall. And you can't do anything with your yard anymore. So you have to go outside your yard. That's one thing Faye taught me. You have to. Not just Faye. Everybody that I talk to about breeding, you have to go outside your blood at some point. So.
For someone, like you said, you've been in the bully game now for 4 years.
Yeah.
What are some things that you like most about the bully game in general?
Well, I like that it brings people together. People that I probably would have never met, probably would never talked to. Like you, for instance, you live in Silver Spring. I'm right here in DC. That's, we're probably about 30 minutes away from each other. Probably would have never met unless it wasn't for these dogs. Everybody has a common interest in these dogs, but we're all different people and have different point of views on everything else, but we can all sit there and say, let's just chill and hang out,
That's true. Well, what's the thing you hate most about the bully game today?
People talk too damn much. People don't know when to shut the fuck up. Oh, sorry. People don't know when to shut up, and when I say that, I mean people don't know when to mind their own business. If two people are having a problem, it's between those two people. You don't need to jump in and give your 2 cents. Nobody really cares about what your 2 cents are. And that's why it's a lot of he say, she say stuff. And I'm sitting there like, I'm about to turn 23 years old. I'm sitting there, I was like, dude, I did that in high school. I'm done with that. Why are you still doing it? You're how old? You say you stand for this and you stand for that, but you're continuously doing it. That and all the killing of dogs, all people not taking care of dogs, puppy mill, and you hear so much of the mixed breeding, everything that's going on. can't do it the right way, you just can't do it. Find a different look that you like. If you're gonna mix it, just give it your own, put your own stamp on it and say, yo, it's a bully breed, but it's not a bully. You know? Just be yourself and mind your business. That's pretty much my whole take on everything.
You made me think about a question. What are your thoughts on how the American Bully is bred today as compared to 4 years ago? And what I mean by that is you hear a lot of people now talking about the health problems of the dogs. A lot of Easty, Westy, high rears, breathing problems.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
Some of the if you truly know anything about the if you truly know anything about the breed, at least the pit bull and staff, a lot of things that are going on within the bullies aren't traits that are known for those breeds. You know, like I'm not gonna say Easty, Westies, like I've never seen a pit bull with a kingtail or an staff or a staff. I've never seen a pit bull, Amstaff, or Staffy that can't sit outside for too long. You know, it's just certain things. Like, so obviously there's something else in the dogs. That's just my opinion. You can hoop and holler about it all you want to. It's not going to change the fact that it could be the truth. It's been proven, whether you want to believe it or not, it's been proven that it's the truth. But you know, anybody with a common sense in general of the breed of what people say this breed came from, you would know this is not part of that. You know, not only that, diseases these dogs get, like, you know, aren't diseases that pit bulls, Amstaff, or Staffies are known to get. So you can't say that I mixed these three dogs together and then all this stuff just popped up. But when you mix dogs, when you mix breeds like that, even if they are closely related in some type of way, you know, bad traits fall off. They don't build up. You know, for you to get a bad trait from a dog, if you mix in dogs, you have to, you know, that has to be a dominant trait of that breed. That has to be a dominant bad trait of that breed. Like, you know, pit bulls and Amstaff and stuff are known for hip dysplasia, so bullies are going to have hip dysplasia. But breathing problems aren't known for that breed. You know?
Yeah, that's one thing I'm seeing a lot of now compared to when I first got in about 10 years. I'm like, man, never seen so many dogs that couldn't breathe.
Exactly. And it's like to the point I don't really go to dog shows anymore because that's one thing I'm tired of seeing. I'm tired of going to a show and have to worry about, all right, am I going to have to try to find a way to help somebody bring their dog back to life because, you know, the dog about to pass out or it did pass out, and we're going to have to make an emergency run to the store. I'm like, no, you shouldn't have to do that. If you do what you're supposed to do, you don't have to do that. You know, just be straightforward so people will know what they're getting into, so they can take the right steps so they can make sure that their dogs don't be passing out in the store. Because they're thinking, oh, pit bulls, just like everybody say, well, pit bulls are fine in the heat, so why would I need to do all this stuff? But every show you hear about, especially outdoor shows, some dog is passing out. Whether you hear one person talk about, you hear somebody talk about at least every weekend. Some dog passed out at the show, some dog died at the show, some dog was about to pass out at the show. That shouldn't have to keep going on every weekend. You shouldn't get on Facebook, or you shouldn't talk to somebody about a show and hear that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It seems like everybody breeding now. Yeah. Especially now, it's so easy just to give a dog an AI and boom, I'm a breeder.
Exactly.
So, I mean, with that being said, you said you're trying to create that dog you're looking for. What's going to be your process in going about doing that?
Females are the best thing. If you go, any advice I can give to a new breeder or somebody that can't find their way in breeding or just been making a lot of things, it all starts with the female. 60% of your dog comes from your female. No matter what anybody tells you, everybody blames, when the litter is bad, everybody wants to blame it on the female. But when the litter is good, they want to blame it on the stud. It's the complete, in my opinion, it's the complete opposite. If the litter is bad, you know, yeah, you can still, you know, when it's good, you give most of the praise to the female. When it's bad, you want to say, you know, it's probably something with the male, but at the same time, you got to realize it's still the female too. But, so, you got, like dogs, but as far as getting my luck, I'm probably not going to have a male for a long time. I'm keeping strictly females, breeding to studs that I feel have the look that I've been searching for. One of the breeds that I'm actually about to do right now is I'm breeding my Remy daughter Tootsie, who is off of Tootsie is off of Remy bred to Raina. I'm gonna be breeding her to Rakim from Illinois. Rakim is off of Kamala. You know, that's one of the style. That's the style that I'm looking for. I like big dogs that have a lot of muscle tones that can work.
That's a nice dog. Yeah, I've seen them in person.
Yeah. So, you know, I like that overall look to it. But I just, you know, I want to change certain stuff on him, but I want him to change certain stuff on my female. You know, I know I'm not going to get exactly what I want just off of one breed. And so I have a plan as far as what I'm going to do after that breed. What is her next breed going to do? What I'm going to do off of that, you know? And then it's going to be the point when I bring, when I bring everything together and you finally going to see, you're going to, hopefully, you know, you never say that you're going to have exactly what you want, because what I want now may change tomorrow or a couple of months from now, but at the same time, but to get to that point, hopefully if everything goes as planned, you know, I could say it was like, that's my dog. You know, it's a Remy line dog, but that, you know, that's my production.
I hear you. What's some helpful tips you could give people when trying to purchase their first American Bully?
Research. Don't just throw money. Don't go off of anybody else's word. Don't even go off the breeder's word. You go to a dog show. Go as many dog shows as you can. Go, because pictures lie to you. Everybody now is a great photographer or has a photographer friend. Pictures lie. Dearly. Very dearly. It's one of those things where you'll think you're looking at an A+ dog and you turn out he's a C-. You know? You can't get away from it. People lie. It's human nature. People are going to lie to you. They want to make money. Whether they say it's a hobby or not, at the end of the day, they still have to make money. They have to put food on their table for their families. It's about money. They can love the breed all day, every day. They can give you the best advice in the world. They can be your best friend, but at the end of the day, it's still about money. You know, you go to your homie that you know breeds dogs, and you tell you all this stuff. You see his family, you see the mother and the father, you see the pups. You know this dude for all your life. He breeds dogs. You be like, all right, well, let me get a pup. All right, since you my homie, I sell it to you for $800. Still gotta pay. That's your money. Would you rather spend money on something that you, at the end of the day, that you may not like, versus putting food in your family's mouth? I'd rather do both, personally. Something that I know I'm gonna like, something that I won't regret from taking food off my table. But at the same time, it may make me money in it. At the end of the day, if it don't, I'm still happy with the dog. I'm in a situation like that right now, but I'm still happy with the dog. I'm perfectly happy with the dog, so it doesn't bother me as much. You know? So just, you have to see the dogs. You know, if you don't know anything about the breed, or anything about, you know, breeds that are said to be in these dogs. Research every bully breed possible. I'm not saying all the all the bully breeds are in these dogs to make an American bully, but just research all of them. Research dogs in general. Have to study. Before I bought my first female, I took 2.5 years just studying dogs.
Oh wow!
Just cause you have to know everything about dogs to be a successful breeder, in my opinion.
Oh, with that being said, you said how it took you 2 years to get your first. Did you consult with anybody, or you just did a lot of?
A lot of people, man. I know I drove people crazy. I'm sorry, but thank you. I'm truly sorry, but thank you. I love you all. But it's helped me because I know what I want now. So when I first got into it, I truly didn't know what I wanted. I just knew I wanted a Remy line dog. You know, I had to have that Remy line dog. I wanted one to look like Remy, that acted like Remy. Everything, that whole Remy aura that he has. When I look at my dog, I see Remy, and I want him male. If I was thinking straight, I would have got a female. But yeah, I love him to death. I think he's sitting right here next to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a couple of shots of him later on.
He, you know, so, you know, just, I didn't know what the hell I was doing when I first got into it. I just knew I wanted a dog. It was half me still in grief, just wanting something to fill that hole from my last one that passed away, and me just saying, me being young and immature and just going gun blazing trying to get me a dog. Cause I know I bugged the shit out of Tino. I talk to Tino every day trying to get him. I know Tino had to talk to his wife and everything, cause my boy was his wife's baby. So I know. Thank you, Tino, man. He's still here. He's still loved every single day. Spoiled rotten.
Dang. So you've been to a couple of shows. I always ask people. Some people answer, some people don't. What's one of the best dogs you've seen in person?
In person? Rock County.
Yeah,
Rock County. I have to say Rock County. I don't know what it is about Rock County. Every time
it's like he's a pit, but a muscular pit.
It's not even that. It's like to me, he has that game dog essence.
Yeah, exactly.
But like in a bully, it's just bully with it. It was just, when I first saw Rock County, I was just like, damn. Yeah, I thought I saw some nice dogs into Rock County. Like King Leo, I love King Leo. Who else? There's a lot of dogs out there that I've seen that I like. Big Papa, ABKC champion. I believe ABKC grand champion, Big Papa. Bullmaster. I love Bullmaster. One dog that I have been dying to see is Remy Line's Rebel. I don't know, the red, blue nose red tri. He's littermate 52, Remy Line's a LaRue. He's just that color.
Where is he located?
Cali.
Cali.
Last time I checked, he's in Cali. But I love that color. That color is just different. You know, you see tries every day. When you see a red tri, it's like, what is that? It's like champagne tries. You just sitting there like, really? It's champagne? And then you see red. It was like typically, in my head, when I'm thinking red tri, I'm thinking the dog has a red nose. Nah, blue nose, red tri. Him and Aston Martin, two dogs that I've been dying to see. I could have saw Aston Martin last year, but I didn't know until like last minute that he was going to be at the show, and that's when Ron called me. It was just like, I'm at the North Carolina border, and I was just like, fucking asshole. You could have told me this 2 days ago. Those are those I want to see and the dogs I have seen. It's a lot of those I've seen that I like. But as far as pocket, standard, classic, and XL, it's a lot of those I've seen that I like to help me figure out what I want in a dog. So Denzel is one of my favorites. As far as pockets, to me,
I didn't realize how small he was, so I saw him at the Maryland Expo. I was like, yeah.
Denzel, to me, Denzel's the standard for pocket.
Yeah, when I saw him at the Maryland Expo, I was blown away by that though.
Yeah.
Just like when I saw Rakim in person, like you said, when I saw him at the Virginia show, I was damn.
Like you see him in pictures and you just be like, he can't be all of that. And you was like, you're right, he's more.
Yeah.
So that's what really trips me out about Rakim is that you see him and you know he's that big. But it's just when you see pictures, you know he's that big. But when you see him in person, it's just like he's that big.
Yeah, that's something when you actually get a chance to see him in person. Yeah.
When you see him in person, that's just beyond crazy.
Last question for everyone to see your boy. What would you want people to know about you in general and American Bully on the whole?
About me and American Bully?
You first, and then your thoughts on the American Bully on the whole.
If you ask me a question, I'm gonna give you the straight. I'm gonna give you my opinion, and my opinion is gonna be brutally honest, depending on how you feel upon the subject yourself. You're not gonna like what if you.
Yeah, I'm seeing your responses on Rippy Board. I be dying.
I tell you how I feel because the way I grew up is don't bullshit me, I won't bullshit you. You know, if life is too short to sit there and lie to somebody, because once you lie once, you have to keep backtracking to keep up with stuff. I'm gonna just tell you straightforward. If your dog looks like shit, your dog's gonna look like shit. If it looks good, it looks good. I'm not gonna take anything from your dog. I'm gonna tell if your dog looks okay. I'm gonna tell you, it's like, well, this is what I feel is wrong with your dog. But you know. But I don't hold things back. I don't expect nobody to do the same to me. If you feel my dog looks like shit, that's your opinion. Why? Don't lie to me. Don't just sit there and blatantly lie to my face. Because I know what my dogs are. You know, I've lived with my dogs every day. I see my dogs. I know what my dogs' flaws are. I know where my dogs are good at. I know where my dogs are lacking in something. I know where they're good in some areas. I know what my dog is. Don't sit there and just be like, yo, your dog's this one of the best pocket males I've seen. No, it's not. No, it's not. He's a good pocket male. He ain't the best you've seen. He's the first one you've seen. You know? So don't sit there and lie to me. That's it. I mean, that's just basically how I am as a person. If I feel somebody's being done wrong, I'm gonna tell you straight up. It's like, yo, you need to shut up and mind your business. He's not doing anything. If the person that he's making, somebody's making a shirt with somebody else's name on it, and the person that made the name, that has the kennel name, whatever it is, isn't saying nothing about it, why are you? Why are you? It doesn't matter if he's a part of that group or not. He's doing something positive. Shut up, mind your business. You just want attention. Just be quiet. It's over with. He's not using your name. If he was using your name and you get upset, I can understand that. He's using somebody else's name that has nothing to do with you. Probably, I'm not speaking for the person. If you were on the Rimline Lifestyle board, you know exactly the situation I'm talking about. But I'm not speaking for this individual because I haven't talked to him about this individual. I'm just giving you my opinion. Personally, probably doesn't give a fuck about you. Just being honest with you. Just completely honest with you. He probably does. Probably don't. That's just my opinion. He don't care. That's why he took other dudes out and was like, keep making the shirts. We want you to. Don't be bothered what other people say about it, because him and that dude made an agreement probably already. Stay out of other people's business. That's the main thing. That's why I tell people, if your name's not being called, shut up. Sit down, shut up. You're in a position where you may learn a thing or two. Vape knows what he's doing. If anybody in this game knows what he's doing.
That's a marketing.
Vape knows what he's doing. Remy Line is a trademark name. Nobody can just make a shirt without his permission.
I'm quite sure on that. I'm not pretty sure.
They got Remy Line on it. Fame knows about it.
Yeah.
Nobody's oblivious to this fact. Maybe you, but nobody else is. That's why nobody else cares. Everybody else is buying the shirts and having a good time, enjoying the shirts. Why can't you? Granted, I don't even know who made the post, but you are out there and I know you will watch this.
Your final thoughts. Your final thoughts on the bully game, man.
Bully game? We need...
And where it's headed.
Yeah,
So, you know, I guess the main thing everybody talking about now is the exotics. The exotics. Yo, what's your thoughts on that?
I have no thoughts on exotics. That is personally just not my taste. I'm not gonna say nothing bad about it. I haven't really seen an exotic dog that I like, so I can't comment on them. I haven't really seen any in person. I'm just going based off pictures. To me, just based off pictures, if you breed exotic dogs, if you get a little testy about whatever I'm about to say, call me. It's cool. Message me, I'll give you my phone number. The right number, the real number. Because there's 2 numbers floating around out there, only one of them's real. You got 571 number, that's not it anymore.
Yeah, I think I know that now.
Sorry, I had that name changed recently, but you know, they look like mutts a little bit. I've seen some people that got nice. I've seen pictures of dogs that look nice that people are calling exotics. In my opinion, they're not exotics. They're just that standard for bully. They're just a little bit more bully than that actual standard. That, to me, that doesn't mean it's exotic, but you know, that's what it is. You know. But then there's some. I'm not going to say any names of the dogs because I really don't know any names of the dogs. But well, I know one. Miyagi, is that his name? Mr. Miyagi. That's not a pit. It probably has pit in it. That looks like an overgrown shorty boy to me. That's just my opinion. I don't like Miyagi. That's not my style, so. You know, no disrespect to nobody that likes them. If you like them, that's you. I don't like them, personally.
I guess, because I've been asking this question. I guess a lot of people, they probably tired of me asking about exotics. Because the reason I guess I asked about it,
it's a new phase. It's a phase.
And you don't hear that. I'm not sure. Like when the Shorty Bulls first came on the scene, did they catch a lot of resistance like that? Like how you see with the exotics?
I don't think so. I think the difference between the exotics and Shorty Bulls is Shorty Bulls came out and said, yeah, we use bullies and pits, but we use other breeds. So therefore,
they're straight up about it.
Yeah, they were straight up about it. Therefore, I think people don't care. It was like, all right, at least you're honest about it. You're not going around trying to say these are bullies, you know, or pits or whatever people want to call this breed nowadays. But like with exotics, some exotics, I want to say it's a good 45, 55 out there. 45 saying that they, you know, that they're not mixed. You know, they just more than what they are, and the rest are actually mixed.
Because it had to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, what? How do you get a dog to get that small? It has to start
get
somewhere.
that small. Why? It's just proportionate. You're just sitting there like, you look at dogs in a pedigree, and you're just like, no. You know, there's no way possible. Like, personally, in my opinion, I like Freak Show. I like him. Not a bully. That's a mix to me. That's just because he looks bulldogish. You know? I mean, in my opinion, that dog has no Remy. No. You know, there's certain traits, especially where Remy is actually supposed to be at in his pedigree. I can't see Remy. Other people may can, I just can't. But I like him though. You know, he's a good looking dog. You know, for what he is, he's a good looking dog. But like Miyagi, can't really fuck with Miyagi. I haven't really seen. He produces himself consistently. That's one thing I will give me out. He throws himself consistently.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, but just that look is not my look. You know. So no disrespect to George or whatever. If George, you got a problem? I think does dude older name is George. George, you have a problem with what I said? Just hit me up on Facebook. I don't care.
I'm quite sure he probably don't have no problem with it. He getting paid.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You don't. Why would you care?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just giving criticism. I'm not saying you have a messed up dog. I'm just saying he's not my
Not
my
your
taste.
style. Not your style. Yeah.
Exactly. I guess are they calling Dax exotic? Or you don't?
I don't actually call him the standard for American Bully, I believe.
I like his muscle tone. That's about it. He still look a little bulldogish to me too, but that's just the way I see. It's getting away from pit. Basically, what I'm saying about bullies in general, unless you're sticking to like standard or XL, the more you get towards pocket, the more you get to bulldog. You know, around the standard area, you stick around like the pit bull and staffy area. When you get bigger, you kind of get into band dogs or Pressa, Canarians, Corsos and stuff. I mean, it's just the way the look is. That's why I say I like dogs like Rakim, because when they're big dogs, but like you can still see pit. You don't see Corso or all the other stuff.
Exactly.
You know, that's why I like Remy for standard. You know, because you see pit. You don't see anything else. You know, that's why I like Denzel. You see pit. In him, you don't see any other breeds. I like that pit look. It's a royal look. Yeah,
it's because I see all the comments on there on the videos from the American Pit Bull Terrier owners. These are not pit bulls, but we call them American bullies.
They're not. So we don't claim that we have pit bulls. We call them American bullies or American pit bullies. We don't call them pit bulls. We know these dogs aren't pit bulls. We threw that name away. We just want to sit there and have the same rights as everybody else that have dogs. That's why we fight BSL. That's why we sit there and have rallies and stuff like that. But people just need something to talk about, I guess.
Yeah, I hear you. I think they're trying to do something now in Montgomery County.
They're trying to do something in Maryland.
Maryland
in
general,
yeah, they're trying to ban the whole breed, or the whole pit bull breed in Maryland. It's already done in PG County, but they're trying to do it in the whole state of Maryland, which it's not going to pass.
I don't think so,
There's too many people in Maryland that has pit bulls. That's not going to pass. They pay taxes on it. That's how the government gets the money. You pay taxes on your dogs. I'm in D.C., I pay taxes on my dogs. There's no choice right now. There's no choice about it. Why would you take away some of your money? But people want to do what they want to do. The only thing I'll do is I'll pack up and go. I'm not getting rid of my dogs. I don't give a fuck about BSL. BSL will never keep me from having my dogs. I will pack up and move clear across the country to keep my dogs.
Man, I hear you, man. I appreciate your time today, man.
Send me nothing.
How old you, boy?
3 years.
Yeah, you see the Remy all in his face. Remy daughter right there?
Yep. Year and a couple of months.
What's up, boy? Come on. What's up?
Every Remy dog is an asshole. D, come on.
You smell something he like. There you go, that nice walk.